What's going on? So, we all know that the rich gets richer and the poor gets poorer, right? And the big fish need the little fish to survive. Now, Dr. Sebi and other holistic doctors have been trying to show us how we can sustain longer lives and be healthy by staying away from these pharmaceutical companies and turning to nature, right? Now here it says that billionaire, founder of opioid firm, guilty of bribing doctors to prescribe drug. The article says that the head of a drug-leading manufacturer has been found guilty of bribing doctors to prescribe a dangerous painkiller to patients who did not need it, in the first criminal conviction of a pharma chief over the opioid epidemic. A Boston jury also found John Kapoor, the 75-year-old billionaire, founder of Insys Therapeutics, guilty of defrauding insurance companies in the push to sell Subsys, a spray made from fentanyl, a synthetic opioid many times stronger than morphine. Subsys was approved for terminal cancer patients, but the company targeted sales at a much bigger and more profitable market of people with non-life-threatening chronic pain. Prosecutors said that fueled the opioid epidemic and cost lives. 4 other Synsys executives were also convicted on similar racketeering charges after the jury took 2 weeks to deliberate. They each face up to 20 years in prison. I think they should get life. But let's continue. The convictions will spur demands for executives of other opioid makers to be held to account for an epidemic that has claimed about 400,000 lives over the past decades. Drug manufacturers, distributors, and pharmacies are already facing hundreds of civil lawsuits by states and cities seeking to recover the cost of the epidemic on public finances, from increased crime to addiction treatment and care for orphan children. On Thursday, the drug distributor McKesson agreed to pay the West Virginia $37 million. Whoa, that's a lot of money. $37 million to settle a lawsuit over flooding the state with millions of opioid pills without abiding by proper controls. Okay, I'm not going to get further into this because we've covered the most important part. But as you can see here, the corruption of the land and of the world, they come from the higher ups. They come from these big boys, these executives, and they don't care about you small people. We know that already. We already know this. If you don't know, then let this be news for you, right? I personally hate going to the doctor. I can't tell the last time I probably visited the doctor was probably 3 years ago. I don't like going there. I don't trust them. I don't trust pharmacies. I don't trust anything they tell me because I know they're lying. Especially when it comes to this treatment thing. All of a sudden, there's no cure for nothing. Everything is a treatment. I'm not the first person to say this. I'm not the only person who will say it, but they're lying. Diseases can be cured. Illnesses can be cured. It's all about money. It's all about money. And here it is that this guy, well, we see why he's a billionaire and how he became a billionaire. He got rich off your pain. And he's subscribing dangerous painkillers to people who don't need it. He's prescribing drugs that are approved for terminal cancer patients to people who the people who don't need it. They don't care about lives. These people don't care. They don't care about you. It's all about your money. But anyway, there's really not much to say on this. I hope he gets life. And I hope they find more of these guys and put them away, because this is just, it's more than dangerous. It's very selfish. No regard for life at all, you know. Anyway, that's it for me. I'm out.